90% of users don't realize this about AI. AI hallucinations can lead to serious misinformation. When AI generates false information, the stakes soar. Imagine a world where you trust that cats can fly. That's absurd, but it can happen, and it has happened. Such misinformation can endanger critical decision-making in health, finance, and law. For example, if a doctor relies on AI-generated data that claims a dangerous drug has no side effects, it could put lives at risk. This is why you need to care about AI hallucinations right now. They aren't just amusing errors, they represent a serious risk to our society. Here's what nobody tells you about AI hallucinations: they happen all the time. Consider a real instance when a chatbot confidently stated, "Cats can fly." Initially comic, this statement became serious when users actually believed it. This error illustrates a worrying trend. If AI can present absurd assertions with such confidence, how can we trust anything it says? Misinformation is creeping into more serious content too, with AIs recently misreporting statistics and misquoting experts. We must be cautious with AI-generated information, as the potential for widespread misconceptions grows every day. AI hallucinations happen when models create incorrect outputs by producing nonsensical results. How do they do this? They merge unrelated pieces of information and generate a blend that lacks factual accuracy. For instance, if an AI is asked about common cold symptoms, it might wrongly summarize data from various unrelated sources, resulting in misleading information for someone seeking medical advice. This could critically mislead someone looking to make a health-related decision. Always remember that misinformation can carry severe consequences, especially when the trust placed in AI systems relies heavily on accuracy and reliability. To truly understand AI, we must acknowledge its limitations. AI models are heavily dependent on the data they have been trained on. When these models misinterpret context, or when they encounter ambiguities, they can produce hallucinations that further obscure the truth. This highlights a fundamental flaw in AI: it isn't infallible. Decision-makers, especially in critical sectors like healthcare, need to take extra precautions in verifying AI outputs. This exhaustive verification process is what ensures reliability and safety in the results they generate. Acknowledging these limitations is vital for responsible AI use. Here's the part most tutorials skip entirely: the real impact of AI hallucinations. In sectors such as healthcare and finance, misinformation from AI outputs can lead to dire consequences, often undermining essential decisions. For example, a wrongly generated symptom might lead someone to avoid necessary medical treatment altogether, thinking they are fine based on incorrect AI data. Keeping this perspective in mind can change everything in our digital age. Trusting AI outputs is not enough. We need a solid foundation of verification to ensure that the decisions based on that information are sound and responsible. So, what can you do? Stay vigilant. Always verify AI outputs before placing your trust in them. This simple action can be the difference between major errors or misinformation and making informed decisions that could affect lives. The next time you read something generated by AI, pause and ask, is this credible? Let's empower ourselves with critical thinking skills in this AI-driven world. Your vigilance can help mitigate risks associated with misleading information.